for as long as anyone can remember. Stories about haunted objects have felt like campfire smoke. They curl around the mind, sting the eyes, and vanish into the night air. But sometimes, the story doesn't wait to be told. It comes looking for you. Some artifacts don't drift away. They stay, they follow, they cling like a breath you can't quite exhale. Tonight, we open a small wooden cabinet and ask a question older than the room we are sitting in. Can a box carry a spirit, or do we carry it for the box? A plain table, a single lamp, the kind of light that wants to be warm, but can't push the cold out of the corners. On that table, a wine cabinet the size of a loaf of bread. 2 doors, a lock that smiles without joy. It looks harmless, and that is the most dangerous look an object can have. The first owner didn't think it was a problem. An estate sale, an impulse purchase. The seller said it should never be opened. The buyer laughed, the seller didn't. At home, the key turns the doors part, and inside smells like old wood and coins after rain. Small objects wait within: a dish, a curl of hair, a faded petal, all of it something. That night, the dreams begin. A corridor, a figure trailing just out of sight, breath on the neck that isn't a breeze, and a whisper that knows your name. Days pass. The house starts to speak. Cupboards open, shadows shift, glass breaks in the sink, though no one is near. A smell of cat urine returns no matter how much is cleaned. A phone rings, no one answers. A lamp pops, a radio plays from nowhere. Then come the bruises, the ones that appear where a hand would grab. The owner gives the cabinet away. Relief feels like confession. But what leaves your home doesn't always leave you. The box moves again, each new owner hearing the same story, until they're the one telling it. Headaches, nightmares, a pressure in the chest at 3 a.m., as if the room itself is leaning down to listen. Someone finally researches the word in the whispers: Dybbuk, a spirit in Jewish folklore that clings to the living, a fragment left behind with a need so sharp. It finds the softest place to hold onto. Sometimes malicious, sometimes lost, sometimes both. The cabinet is sold online. The listing reads: small wine cabinet vintage. Do not open. People scoff, then read it again. Curiosity wins. The package arrives. It's opened. Reports multiply. A museum takes the box in. They seal it behind glass. But glass doesn't stop a story. Nights when alarms chirp without cause. Visitors who feel pressure in their lungs, as if a storm front just walked through the door. Some swear the feeling of being watched isn't a feeling, but an observation from the other side of the glass. Skeptics say suggestion makes the fear. Believers say repetition creates intent. And when intent repeats, it begins to look like a resident. A caretaker hears footsteps on a locked floor, finds no one. The security feed shows a shadow pass the doorway. Another witness feels a cold that isn't winter. It spills from the cabinet like fog walking uphill, no readings, but the breath is visible. Stories follow: sickness, accidents, small punishments that make you whisper sorry to empty space. If you take the box knowing its story, do you invite what follows? If you keep it sealed, are you protecting others or imprisoning something alive? I am not asking you to accept a demon. I am asking you to listen, because stories don't need proof, only witnesses. Imagine the last person to hold this box, their grief, their wish for the world to be different, a wish heavy enough to rest inside an object and wait. If the box is opened, what escapes? If it remains closed, what grows? Some nights, visitors gather around it. Some feel nothing. Some feel the hair rise on their arms. Everyone laughs, because laughing is easier than running. If you ask me whether I believe, I lean toward listening. I've seen fear build echoes out of nothing, and sometimes nothing listens back. The mind is a house with many floors. Some are well lit. Some hold boxes in the dark. We pour our spirits into objects all the time: rings, homes, letters, places where we hurt and healed. Sometimes no is the most powerful prayer we have. A locked door doesn't always keep things out. Sometimes it keeps them in. If you ever stand before this cabinet, do not knock. If it can prove something, you will not like the test. People ask if it will ever be opened again. The official answer: safe or closed. The unofficial: curiosity is patient. It can wait years for a hand that wants a story more than safety. If something clings to us, it doesn't need wood and brass. It only needs a thought we can't stop thinking. What is inside becomes what is outside the moment we speak it. And so, we end where we began: a lamp that cannot warm the corners, a small cabinet that looks like nothing, a room that listens. If you feel watched right now, smile and say aloud that you are closing the story. The night is yours. Your home is yours. Your breath is yours. Another story added to the Moonlit Archives. Subscribe and keep the light on.